I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I'll reach up to hold your sunlit face.
Our solar panel and lithium upgrade is finally complete, and with about a week and a half left before we return to Nidri for our Coppercoat haul-out, we thought we'd see how many stunning anchorages we can squeeze in during the next 12 days. We're kicking things off with the lovely island of Meganisi. Well, it only took 5 tries because the anchor was dragging because there's too much seagrass. It gets really deep over here. Like where we dropped, which is not really that far ahead of us, it was 20 meters. So anyway, 5 tries, but we got it done. And we are tied onto rocks. Not too much went terribly awry. And it is beautiful here. We are in Meganisi. We were here last year.
What I have to do is so it wraps around. So what I have to do is put this in like that. And then I have to put this other one in. So it won't be going floppy dudes. Now it's perfect.
Did you know that boats over 7 meters are required to display a day shape while at anchor during daylight hours? It's part of the COL regs, International Regulations for Preventing Collisions at Sea. That black ball shape means, hey, I'm not underway, so do not plow into me. At night, anchoring lights do the same job. Safety at sea is all about visibility even when you're not going anywhere. The wind's gonna be coming on our stern, so it's gonna push us off the rocks. And we're here for one night, and it's not gonna be very windy, hopefully, if Windy app is accurate, because that's a whole other story. Woke up this morning to a pretty big blow with a bunch of rain, and now it's over there. Came in, swooped in, woke us up early in the morning, and swooped back out. Of course, we washed the whole boat yesterday when we left the pontoon after doing our solar install. So it was nice and clean, but it is a beautiful morning now. It wasn't about 10 minutes ago. With all the rain we've had, we've noticed water pooling a bit on our shiny new solar panels. Turns out we were a little too conservative with the pitch angle on the new arch. Live and learn, and maybe mop. What an amazing property. At nighttime, it's lit up so pretty.
Which way do you think the wind blows here most of the time?
I don't know.
Into the tree.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Zozo. Come on. Are you tired? I know. Come on, you can do it. So this is the bay next to us, and it's pretty rough. It's beautiful. And then this is our bay, so you can already see the difference. Pretty drastic difference. And it was like this last year too. Come on, we're going to Zoe's house. Almost home. Alright, back to the boat so we can get some lunch. And we're back to the same house but from the other side. Come on, let's go home.
Come on, there you go.
I'll take you away to where the sun shines so bright, so bright. You can see
25 knots. 25! There's the windstorm. I don't like being in these windstorms in the dark. You can always tell where the wind's coming from by the waves on the water, and in our case, by the behavior of our blue floating lines. The line on the port side was slack and just chillin', while the one on the starboard, where the wind was smacking us broadside, was stretched out like it was trying to escape. Beam winds while stern tight to rocks? Not my favorite. Just me and my silent prayers hoping our anchor and the hard-working windward line keeps us from doing donuts in the bay. Headed from Meganisi down to Atokos, which is directly in front of us. We were really looking forward to dropping anchor at Atokos Island, especially on its mesmerizing east side. This place is wild. Picture this. Craggy, towering rock formations that look sculpted by giants. Aquamarine water so clear you can see every grain of sand. Mysterious caves waiting to be explored. And yes, actual beach pigs that sometimes wander down to say hello. It's got that raw, untouched Jurassic Park energy, but with cute little piggies instead of scary dinos. The cliffs show evidence of ancient tectonic activity and katabatic winds, which can sneak in really fast. All around this area, you'll notice layered rock formations that looked like tilted stacks of pancakes. These are called flysch formations. They're tilted due to tectonic movement and erosion over millennia. Basically, it's nature's version of a Jenga tower mid-collapse. Unfortunately for us, the wind forecasted for today will not cooperate, and it made anchoring here a no-go for us. So we had to do a sail-by and wave goodbye to the possibility of playing with pigs, which is a major bummer. I thought you had lunch already. Our next stop is one of our faves, the city of Vathy on the legendary island of Ithaca. Well, that's sad. As we sailed in, we spotted a capsized sailboat to port, definitely new since our last visit. It's now marked by a cautionary yellow buoy system, which is placed around wrecks to help contain any environmental hazards like oil or fuel leaks. There's a big town quay here, but we usually anchor out. Why? Well, the quay is typically a full-on circus of mostly charter boats that are loud, chaotic, and just not exactly our scene. Town quays can be fun and full of energy, but they can also mean crossed anchors, sky-high docking fees, and feeling like your cockpit is on display for every pedestrian walking by. We've had some great quay experiences. Gallic City, which is in the Gulf of Corinth, comes to mind, but in general, we're happiest swinging on our anchor. To starboard, there's that tiny island with a teeny-weeny church called Lazaretto Island. It was originally used as a quarantine station, and now just adds even more charm to the already picturesque bay. You might recognize Vathy from episode 149. Vathy is the capital of Ithaca and one of the most beautiful harbors in the Ionian. It's tucked deep inside a natural bay protected on all sides with colorful neoclassical buildings, cozy tavernas, and that laid-back Greek island vibe that keeps pulling us back. But beyond its beauty, Ithaca holds a special place in history and mythology. It's famously known as the home of Odysseus, the legendary hero of Homer's Odyssey. While he spent 10 years trying to get home from the Trojan War, his wife Penelope held down the fort. Cleverly delaying 100-plus pushy suitors by weaving a burial shroud by day and secretly unweaving it by night. Easter Monday in Vathy. And there we are. Whether you're here for the mythology, the moussaka, or just a safe anchorage, Vathy never disappoints. Here's a look at our new solar arch and panels in action. We installed them in the previous episode, and so far, they're pumping out power like champs. Cruising life just got a whole lot more self-sufficient. We left Vathy and cruised by a few spots on Ithaca's northeast coast. Chione, featured in our episode 150, is one of the most scenic anchorages in the Ionian, but we knew better than to attempt it today. Charter boat chaos galore. So we headed north and wrapped around the southern end of Lefkada to another favorite spot called Sivota. It's a tight spot, so we're only ever stern tied to the pontoons. Just to the east of Sivota is Mikros Yalos, a peaceful bay, but today just not calling our name. Alright, well that is the south side of Lefkada, just east of Sivota. That spot didn't work out well for us either because it's 18-20 plus meters deep. So we would have had to let a lot of chain out, which means we would have had to have a really wide swinging circle because the winds change every 47 seconds. And there was a beach there with yellow buoys, and if you go past the yellow buoys, you get yelled at pretty immediately. So we left. That was our fourth or fifth anchorage we've tried. And Meganisi is in front of us. That's the west side of Meganisi. We stayed on the northeast side a couple of days ago. Anyway, so this goes up to Lefkas to the bridge that goes to Preveza and Nidri, where we've spent oodles of time the last month. But we know the area, we know the anchorages, and we'll be a lot more comfortable. Then we found Desimi, jaw-drop level gorgeous. Crystal clear water, just paradise.
We just got here finally. We are 2-to-1, or not even 3-to-1 scope. And then this fucker comes in behind us and drops right there. Stretched out, we were still like 30, 40 meters away from all these boats. So we were perfectly comfortable. And he arrived right after us and literally dropped right there. Ugh, so annoying.
Desimi's water might just be the most beautiful we've seen around here. And yes, I know I've said that before because each place somehow keeps outdoing the last. Going on a little exploration trip. We explored a nearby cave hoping it might rival the one from episode 152 in Kefalonia. Spoiler alert, it didn't, but it was still a really fun dinghy adventure. Watch the motor over here. Lift it up and I'll get out. I don't care if my legs get wet. Whoa! I hope those are birds and not bats. Oh my god, they're coming out of everywhere. campground for the RVers and another campground. And there's eucalyptus and the cave we just went to. We'll definitely be back. My psychic sailing senses predict a future hike with friends up the hill to Vliho Bay, just on the other side, with views that'll knock your deck shoes off. Now we're heading north back toward mainland Greece and stumbled upon a hidden treasure, Vathiavali Beach. We've sailed by here dozens of times, coming and going from the Lefkada floating bridge, but we never stopped. Big mistake. This place is stunning. Turquoise water, seclusion, and barely another boat in sight. No charter armadas, no mayhem, just peace and beauty. Our new anchorage. We are in about 5 meters of water, but it gets shallow really, really fast. There's a bunch of cows or something. I don't know, I can't tell from here. Oh no, those are not cows. I think they're sheep or goats. I honestly don't know. What's the difference between a sheep and a... Oh, I know. Never mind. I just had a blonde moment. Sheep have the fur that you make clothes out of. And goats just have like dog hair. But it's on goats. Never mind. I'm losing my mind. Look how pretty the water is. Turn around and smile. You can see straight into the water, and our anchor is somewhere over here. That's our anchor?
Yeah.
Where's the chain?
Goes back like this, out here. Look.
That's all that comes out of our anchor?
The rest of it's in the sand, yeah.
So our chain goes all the way over there and then curves and comes back.
Right here. See the bag?
Little beach time for some burgers and chips, and we kayaked over. Where are you going, Zoe? Where are you going? You trying to find your daddy? Huh? You hit a dead end again. Did you check for rocks everywhere and depths and everything? Are you going to tie back here or over there? Here? Back to where we started, Meganisi. We only spent one night here at the beginning, so this time we're diving deeper into the island and exploring some more of the little nooks we missed. We're at the Meganisi Hotel. we have a view of where we left the dinghy earlier. The dinghy is somewhere down there. So the boats are in a bay over behind these houses. And as usual, the windy app is super accurate. Good Lord. Wind is going in the complete opposite direction from the apps. Note to self, don't get these flat lines. You can hear it.
When using flat lines to tie stern to, tie something midline, like a sponge or float, to stop the wind from turning your peaceful night into a vibrating guitar solo. You'll thank us at 3 a.m., and so will every other boat in the anchorage. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and follow all of our social media for additional, very specific tidbits of invaluable information such as this.
Back to Nidri. We were gonna stay in Meganisi 2 nights, but we got some easterlies, unexpected easterlies, because all the apps said that we were gonna be getting northerlies and like 15 knots or less, and we ended up getting 17 to 20 knots easterlies with an eastern entrance on our anchorage, and it was a rough night. I mean, it was unbearable. So anyway, we are hauling out the boat here in 2 days, so we plan to come tomorrow anyway, so we're just a day early so we can get a restful sleep, because the last 2 nights we haven't slept at all.
Well, that's a wrap on our 12-day Ionian Island tour. We hit a handful of epic spots and shared some highs and not so highs along the way. It seems like you guys have been loving our Ionian sailing content, because our subscriber count and views have both increased in the last half a dozen episodes. So for that, we just want to say thank you so much. Seeing the views and new subs climb after 4 long years and 166 episodes feels like a huge win. Don't be shy, drop a comment below letting us know what kind of information you were looking for that led you to click on our videos. And while you're at it, why not hit that like button and the notification bell so you will know when our soon to come out videos sailing through Albania, Montenegro, and Croatia hit. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.